Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 3, part 3, whatever, of the 106% guide. Doing this one offline this time, so if you see some stuff in chat or like alerts pop up, that's, I don't know, whatever. There shouldn't be anything. So, last we left off was at Umu. Killed Umu and Lurian, or dispatched Lurian, whatever. So, once you're done with Lurian, you're gonna dream get out. Should have 1/3 soul here. I'll probably give myself soul. So, dream get out, come here. Now, what I do in this room is I upslash this first guy, and then you want to kill this guy as close to him as you can, and you're gonna dash down to the right. So, you do this, and then kind of inventory drop a little bit better than that, like farther to the right, but it's not a big deal. I just try to get as much soul as I can while avoiding those jellyfish. I in my C dash right at the end of this little banner, last banner, get up here. Well, I meant to double jump but accidentally jumped. Your health is like semi-important here. You're gonna take one intentional hit later, but kind of afford to take a few hits. When I first started, I would be like really anal about my health here, but now that I have a little bit more experience, I don't really care as much. But you do have a chance to heal after no eyes without losing any time, so that's always nice. Other than like soul gathering later. So because you killed that big jellyfish, he won't be here this time, so you can see that, but I do cancel it as soon as I get to that. Now if this guy is low, you can pogo him, get soul off him, and he'll go to the acid so he won't explode. If he's too high, you can just go under him. So he's gonna be high, that's fine, just leave him alone. Soul isn't too tight here. Grab the little geo, or the little jellyfish if you can. I know some people go up the right side of that room, like I think Axe wants to do, but I don't know, I just always went up the left side. You want to place your dream gate here, not down here, because whenever you dream gate next time, you're going to see dash to the left. I'm going to come up here, dash to the right, and you have to see if this hoppy guy is in your way. He's not, but I normally end my C dash early anyway, just in case he is there. Try to like react to it if you want, but not a big deal. Here. Now, this fight is way easier on 106, thankfully, than it is on True Ending. All you have to do is just hit no eyes with 2 flukes. You're good. If you want to be careful, the ghost hitboxes last after the fight for like a second. So just make sure there's not like a ghost where you're gonna be like falling after you shoot the 2 flukes, or just like dash over to the side or something to make sure you don't get hit. Don't walk into no eyes. Yeah, way easier. You have fluke. So no eyes has a chance to teleport after a certain amount of time, or after a certain amount of hits, at a random amount of hits. So like your hits could make no eyes teleport, like nail hits. Or if you just don't hit no eyes for long enough, then they teleport again. But for some reason, flukes don't count as hits. Like they just do the damage. They don't actually count as a hit. So it won't, like no eyes will never teleport in between flukes unless you just get really unlucky with the timing. And like no eyes was gonna teleport at that time anyway. But there's a pretty good chance if you get one fluke, you're gonna get the second one. So you want to do this where you start a second dream nail while you're getting the essence. Make your way over to the right side of the room. But that's the same reason why like you don't want to have fluke for failed champ. Oh, while no eyes is like dying and before you're able to dream nail it, you can go ahead and heal. I healed 2 because the UI was bugged. I actually was at 5 health before, but so that's your chance to heal for free without losing any time. Like I said, other than the getting the soul back, which is not that hard. Tap left and go left. Ignore Mr. Mossy Boy down there. You're gonna head up. I normally try to hit these birds as much as I can, especially if you healed after no eyes. And you're gonna C-dash off of this wall. Over here. Dash. Get up here as fast as you can. Sometimes those little guys in the ass will be in different positions, but just get as many dashes in, get over to the left as fast as you can. So you're gonna get your vessel frag. One thing that I'm not great at is knowing why we do things. That's one of my like shortcomings as a speedrunner. Is I don't care or ask questions about why we do stuff. I just get told, okay, what's the fastest route, and then other people are like Malignantev are like really good at looking at what we're doing and then questioning, okay, so is that actually the fastest, or is it like just what we always did and no one really like questioned it? But I can't really tell you exactly why we're doing everything we're doing. I can just tell you what to do because that's all I really look into. But yeah, so you're gonna come here. You can hit those two jellyfish in that previous room and just get through the screen transition before he hit you. So this is kind of new. You want to C-dash on the right side of this platform, and you'll avoid those spark bugs. I'm gonna place your dream gate there. Then this is also kind of new. You can jump up on right here and C-dash over. I've only gotten hit by one of those little mosquitoes once. It's pretty rare. But you want to come up here, shoot a fluke. Then you're gonna have to poke on this guy. Fluke. Fluke. Wait a second. Poke on this guy. You normally have to poke on him twice unless flukes hit him like they did there. Sorry. Now we have rates. No. I assume it's like marginally faster to get out than just. But. Just gonna get through this room. Remember that these spikes don't actually do damage on 1221. Nice. I don't have a hitbox for some reason. I'm too low, aren't I? Yeah. You want to jump more than halfway up this wall, otherwise you'll catch that ledge. Early. You have full soul because of howling wraiths, so it's not a big deal. So here's the QG Mantis Arena. So you just want to stop here. Not like that. I barely hit him at all with any of those flukes today. I bet. I ended the C-dash a little late. Alright. Shoot one to the right, jump, shoot one left. Kill all three. You kind of have to like adjust where you're shooting them to make sure that the fluke arc is going to actually kill them. Okay, kind of skip right there. So what I do is I grab that ledge, land right there. You just want to land slightly to left of this platform, so like walk off a little bit, but like you'll kind of get used to right there. Like I said, I'm gonna take an intentional damage later, so like kind of have to think of your health, or no, that was the intentional. I'm stupid. You just have to think of this point like, okay, like before you take that damage, you have to think like I have one less health than I actually do. And think about your health like that. What I do is I drop here, normally hit dash up slash, and I get 2 hits on each of them. Place your dream gate here and then go into the next room, and I try to get 2 or 3 hits on those guys. Kind of fluke like in their faces because it'll kill them really fast. And then you don't have to worry about this guy. This hitbox doesn't actually activate for a couple seconds. And you want to charge your cyclone. use that to drop and to break the wall at the same time. I'll erase that wall. Here to get that grub, make sure Gar actually breaks. Now, I'm actually not sure if this works on 1221. I guess not. Work over here. No, wow. So on current patch, you can jump into those spikes and it'll teleport you like up here for some reason. I guess it doesn't work on 122. Charging Cyclone Slash in this room, sorry. I got a text. Yeah, just charge Cyclone Slash in that room. So you're gonna avoid the first three, or the first two, sorry, get the third one. Get back out. Then I wait for this first one to appear right in front of me because basically you want to end this, like, you want to exit this room with 15-13. And that'll give you a pretty good chance at making it out with like. So like if you have to get these three, that means you didn't get like a lot during the rest of the run, like a lot of random drops. Which is fine. Waste a little bit of time getting those last three, but yeah. Oh, thought I landed on the platform. I try to end this room with at least 2 fireballs of soul. I'm joking. But I want to have at least 2 fireballs of soul for the way that I do the Mantis arena. Or like this other arena, I guess. So, dash out of the room so that the bench spawns quicker and you pause the timer. Alright. So, you only need 2/3 soul to do this correctly, but I have full, so it's whatever. Basically, you're going to stop right past him. Fluke, jump, fluke him, dream nail, and then get in between these two, dive, fluke once to the right, fluke him, and you're gonna wait for him to spawn, dream nail, and then try to hit this guy with as much of a D-Dark as you can, and then if you hit him with enough, then you can just finish him off. Whoops, I did not mean to dash again. If you hit him with enough of the dive, then you can just use nail hits to finish him off. Right there, obviously I didn't, but yeah, I'll just do the whole. If this guy's too close to you after the first dream nail, then you don't want to dash, because you'll dash into him. Oh, why didn't he die? Try to wait for him so that he can get hit by more of the D-Dark. You want to try to have those flukes land on that guy as you're killing the guy in the air. That's there. Grub, don't forget that one. He's important. So just get up this room, collect some soul on the way. I always do that. Take a dream gate here. Now, here come frogs. Frogs suck. Basically, you just want to try to keep an eye on when you have your shade cloak, because there'll be times where you have to. Okay, so you want to keep an eye on when you have your shade cloak, but also there's always going to be one frog that's over here. As you saw, he's actually far to the right. That's pretty rare. But just know if you're standing here and you can't see him, then like you can just gamble 50-50 and try to see dash to the left and hope he's not in your way. But if you see him like this, so like I see him over there. Oh, I did. Yeah, so right there, I would wait until he jumps and then go by. But if you can't see him at all, there's a pretty good chance there's one all the way over the left, like blocking the doorway. Here, get this grub. You just dash over to the left wall and inventory drop, and you'll make it past all those little fly traps, and then just dash on the left side of that, like, thing as well. If you're not, like, if you don't at least have 3 fireballs of soul, make sure you get it on on those moss guys or these frogs. 2 health is really rough right here. So if you need to, you can heal like right here and then hit these guys and then come over and try to get past here without getting hit too many times. But I'm gonna heal once just because like you just need 3 flukes and you can normally kill Marmu pretty. What I do is I hug the right side of that platform, and you can inventory drop there, then crystal dash right. So now we have Marmu, and Marmu is kind of weird. Kind of have to react to what Marmu does and adjust accordingly. So what I do is fluke twice, and ideally try to get 1 nail hit to knock Marmu into the flukes that are gathered on the right side of the arena. Doesn't always work that way. That's my main plan. Sometimes Marmu just decides to do stuff like that. Oh, and then just teleport. Like I said, it's kind of RNG. Sometimes Marmu, instead of like coming straight at you, will just like go like way over your head for no reason. But if you can lure her into the flukes, still alive. Her health at 19 now. So that would be a lot of nail hits. A lot of those flukes miss. Sometimes, like I'll misjudge how many flukes they think did. That's what you want to happen, if you can get that to happen. If not, you just have to restall it. You want to do the thing where you start a second dream nail and then cancel it and then do the third one. That'll let you get out and still collect your essence. I'll do it one more time because I kind of messed it up. Yeah, start a second one, then tap it once, and then like on the 4th press, I guess, is the one. So right here I have 44 geo, so I have 4 hits of geo, or sorry, I keep saying geo. 484 soul, 4 hits of soul. So ideally, if you can get quickly to 66, 2/3 of your soul meter, then you only have to dream nail once and it'll save a tiny bit of time. I'll show you both ways, I guess. So if like in this situation, I know I got 1 hit on Marmu and I know I was at 33, ending the, like I was at 99 starting the fight, shot 2 flukes, and then hit once, so I'm at 40. So I know I only need 2 hits. I would normally just go boop, boop, and dip, and hit him a 3rd time if you really need to. Make sure to hit that lever. It's very, very, very important. And then, so now that I have 2/3 soul, and I have Dream Wielder, which gives you, 2/3 with each Dream Nail. I am only gonna have to Dream Nail this guy once. If I didn't have this much soul, then I would Dream Nail twice. So if this guy's all the way over the right, whoops, you can accidentally knock him off. If you do knock him off, you're just gonna have to come over here and Dream Nail him. But if you only need 1, then it's nice. So try to get through here quickly. Whoops. Oh, how did I not get hit? Do I have invincibility on still? Yeah, okay. I was like, I don't think I made that. Here, I'll go back to Marm. I'll do that whole section in one go. And there's a bad Marmu's pattern. So we'll act like I have 0 soul. I know the UI is messed up and it says I have 33 in that extra bubble, but I don't. So if I'm gonna have to Dream Nail twice, don't waste your time with him. There's no point. I'm not gonna get 6 hits. He's gonna die after 3. Yep, Stream Gate right here. Then bonking right. Right here. And then there's a spot on the wall right here that I'm going to try to double jump off of. Set up that. Now, you're going to damage tank one time on Trader Lord, the Scream Skip. So being at 2 health is like doable, but it's just kind of annoying, especially because these guys can hit you. So what you want to do is you want to dash once to the left and then stand there. You're gonna try to kill those 2, and then what I try to do is I try to have at least 3 hits on him if I have to fluke. A lot went on right there, so I'll explain. Once you jump up here, you're going to dash once left, but you're going to stop holding left because you want him to spawn over to the left. And if you go too far, he's going to spawn all the way over to the right. So dash once and stop. And dash once, make sure you're just kind of next to the little, like dust on the ground. Well, now I can't dream, or I can't, damage tank, scream skip, whatever. And if you don't, it's like a couple seconds, not a deal. Yeah, these manses can kind of be jank. Sometimes that'll happen, and I just trust. That was my fault. I almost dashed thinking I could still damage thing. Anyway. So yeah. I always try to line up with this line in the background, by the way, whenever I'm doing that. We're gonna get this G-Go, do you want? So, I start charging a C-Dash here, and after the explosion, I count 2 Mississippi. That's how I know when to let go. Here, Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2. And you're gonna save quit. Whoops. Not the button I wanted to press. You're gonna save quit right here, so, it's fine to be at 1 health. That was not what I wanted to do.
Akomanya.
But, that's fine. Grab this. Go. And then you want to make sure to change charms here. You don't need fluke yet. For right the second, you absolutely need Grimchild. So you want to try the inventory drop right next to these thorns. I've seen Pest come all the way down here and like make sure that he's like be over to the left, and then he drops down and then he goes over to the right, or like sorry, over to the right, and then he drops down a little bit and then goes into the left to make sure he doesn't. But like ideally you want to get really close to these thorns and then inventory drop and you'll miss all. But I do this room a little weird, but not that different. Little slope boost off that ceiling. Soul's not super important here. Like, I try to get to 2/3 before Beast in, but you have a lot of time. You want to get to 2/3 eventually. Make sure not to put the Dream Gate. That was actually, I'm surprised that worked. If you put it too close to the edge, it'll make this noise. Like that, and that means it didn't work. It's because you can't put it on like an actual, like, very edge. You just... said, soul's not like deathly important. Grab it if you can get it. And your health doesn't really matter either, because you're gonna get Hera, which is gonna refill your health, and you're gonna bench, which is gonna refill your health. So Rum.
Babala, Geno.
Spam through his text.
Sego, Nala.
If you forgot to change charms, you can do these 2 splits out of order. You can go get Hera, and then bench, put on Grimchild, then go back up and bench and put back on Fluke. Obviously, it's gonna be way slower, but if you really need to, you can. Any way you can get up there, it's fast is up to you. So then jump up here. Whoops. Jump up here, and then so there's this curve right here. Thing in the background. The hole is right next to it. So you just want to make sure that you dash and double jump past that. And then take quick through him. Like I said, health doesn't really matter. You're about to get your health refilled regardless. It's like one of the only categories that you get the Dreamers in like a completely different order. One of the only categories I can think of, like 1XX categories, are the only time I can think of where you get Lurian last. Kind of weird. Just so conveniently placed to get first. Except for in this category. Yeah, you're gonna go right past Hornet. Inventory drop. Make sure you actually broke this glass, because there's like a lamp that's right here that makes the like glass breaking noise. So if you just like do that really fast, I wouldn't pause and like the tip of my nail did hit the jar, it just didn't break. So make sure you get that one. That's why I called it the asshole grub. It's fucked me over at 2 runs before. Over him, like I said, health doesn't matter right now because you're about to bench anyway. Oops. And then go up. Take off Grimchild, put Fluke back on. Don't dash right there. I've been doing that. Have to be outside of that egg to Dreamnail, or to Dreamgate, so fuck out. And here you're going to dash right. And Dreamnail him, then shake load through him. Do the floor. And then you want to stop your C-Dash right there. I think Monster found a way to do that that's slightly faster with Fluke instead of D-Dark. But I just like the D-Dark. It breaks the wall behind him. Oh, so that's nice. Okay, so what I try to do is you're going to use this tiny spot right here. Like, this isn't a wall. This is a slope, but this is a wall. You're going to dash into that, use that for, get like a jump back, and then jump up here and go. That guy out of the room. Then you want to inventory drop right next to that. Oh my god, not that far though. Health kind of matters here, so I'm gonna. Don't go that far. Kind of just have to have like an internal timing, which I messed up obviously. Kind of hard to like explain what I'm doing and do it. I'm gonna Dreamnail him and then dash past him and start a Crystal Dash in his face, and then right past this ledge right here. You want to place a Dream Gate. Up. This was another spot when I first started learning the category that I was really afraid to not be at full health. I like absolutely had to be at full health for everything up until Nosk. So all of Galleon, Tram Pass, Nosk, all of those splits. I was like really afraid to not be a full, and it really bothered me. Now I can kind of go into Nos with a couple health missing, and I could be pretty fine. But this whole split can get to be scary with health sometimes. So this whole section. Avoid these guys. That was slide. Another situation where healing is actually okay because you're gonna kill this guy as he spawns. Then you can heal if you wanted to, which I'm gonna do. Start your dream gate, or your dream nail, and then press another one. And then I cancel the C dash as I get to the room transition. Then you're gonna dash, double jump on there for them. Make sure not to accidentally gate storage the wrong way on that. I've done that a couple times. Alright, now here, you're gonna grab this Tram Pass, and then you're gonna dream nail through the wall. And if you don't get the first one, then it's always on the third one. Sometimes you'll hit the first one, it just depends. It's kind of RNG. Sometimes, if you don't get it on the first one, you'll get it on the third every time. At least that's happened 100% of the cases for me, so. Spikes. Alright, now this room, I'm actually going to save state right before this room. This room can go a lot of different ways. It's really just reacting to where these enemies are. I'm going to jump here. And you kind of just have to deal with the way that they were just kind of inconveniently placed. I didn't like that. Then through the floor, kind of have to know where the gap in those spikes are. Make sure that these guys could be over on the bottom left over there in that corner, so just make sure you don't fall on top of them. Guard your Cyclone Slash here because you're going to kill this guy. And then I set my Dream Gate here. Start charging Cyclone Slash, dash again. There you go. That room can go a lot of different ways depending on where. There's two spots where like it's just RNG where the guys are placed. Take it over them, do it. If you need your Shade Cloak, use that. Sometimes that guy will just be really in the way and you can avoid him like that, but it's a little sketchy. Like I said, oh, well, I didn't mean to dash again. Make sure when you use your first dash here, you're not already off the platform because you need your second one, obviously. So right here, you're going to Cyclone Slash the wall and kind of drop. Sometimes I finish that wall with the first Cyclone Slash, but otherwise, like, other than that, it only takes one more hit. Not a huge thing. Start charging Cyclone Slash here. This is just memorizing the path. Alright, so with Nosk, his hitbox for some reason is like actually I might be able to turn them on. Yes, it's just a bar for some reason. So terrible. But when I first started this category, I used to get to like there's this this guy in the background. I used to get right before him, jump, and then fluke, and then I was wondering why I was missing so many flukes because they were going over him. I didn't know what his hitbox was. So now just don't jump. Just stay standing right here, right before this first little I forgot what these things are called. But right before him and just fluke on the ground 3 times. I'm gonna go and dash forward. And he's already at 372 health out of like, I don't remember what his full health is, 600 something? You can rewind the video and see it a second ago. So you're gonna walk forward, nail fluke, and then you just have to react to it. This garbage. If he goes in the air, I normally just charge a Cyclone for soul. Got hit on purpose. There you go. 2 health is kind of low. I actually don't really like being that low. But you have an opportunity to bench after this, so it's not a huge deal. I forgot to set it before Nosk. This room again. They're together like that, that's nice. right in the way. That was absolutely horrible. Oh my god. He tried to snipe me. And even with those 2 hits, that would have been a really bad room, like world record pace, but like, you know, if you're just starting out or whatever, that was like 10 seconds max. I think it's worth it, unless you're going for like a 224 or something. Just go ahead and make sure to heal. Make sure you have enough things to hit on your way, like after you heal. Like I knew the amount of enemies that I was gonna be able to get hits on after I did those 2 heals, so I knew I was gonna be able to get back to full. Full soul is really important, like because you don't want to be able to fight for making you spiral out of control really quickly. We'll see how much health this guy has. 680. So. Almost half his health gone before the fight starts. And you're gonna get 1 nail hit, which is 5, and then 112 because this full fluke normally hits right here. Like that. Goes to the ceiling, it's the worst. Oh, he was that close to being dead? That was just 365, yeah. You can get almost half the health. You have to be really careful when he's in the corner like that, because a lot of times, like, if you get him to the corner and then you try to fluke, he'll jump up either into the ceiling or just jump over your head into the middle of the arena. So you have to make sure that if you're going to fluke in that corner, you make sure that you get it off it really quick, or else you end up missing a whole fluke and then you're just kind of screwed. I like seeing how much of 358. And like I said, you get a full fluke right here, so what? 246? That would be a fantastic fight. That was perfect. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. If you got that in a fight, or like in a run, like, that would be a gold, probably, for me. If I got to the fight really fast. Come over here, get your pale ore, get out. Now, if this guy down to the right from you is close, you can just stream, or shade cloak by him. If he's not, you want to save your shade cloak. Fortunately, you gotta walk over. Do shade cloak damage. So you're fully allowed to get full health, full soul. You can sit in this. Oh, I have full health. The UI is just bugged. You can sit in this thing. You can bench here if you just need the health. You don't need the soul. You can do whatever you want here. It doesn't really matter, depending on how much time you want to lose. So, I want to go up to this platform right here. Put a dream gate down here. Now, this room is important because you're gonna dash off to the left, and then there's gonna be a gap on the right, and you're gonna dash through it. You want to make sure that you don't like. Here, let me just save it here so I can kind of want to show you what I mean, because I don't want to mess up the cycle. So, right here is like. It's like a notch. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like if you dash, you're gonna like stop right here. And it's still possible to make the cycle if you do that. It becomes really tight. But ideally, you want to make your dash like cleanly into this gap, and that'll set you up to do this cycle that I'll show you right here. I don't get it every time. Sometimes I press dash. So dash off. Don't inventory drop. Dash, 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 dash. Wait half a second. Dash through him. Wait for your shade cloak. Dash. You want to dream nail that guy. Dash through him. Dash through him. And then this is set up perfectly for you to dash, and you can get through. So that's the cycle you want to make. I mean, worst case scenario is you just miss that cycle. You lose a couple seconds. just make sure that you don't go too low on health. Like, this is another situation where you have to think of your health as if it's one lower than it really is. Because, you, like, I mean, ideally kind of like this, even though my UI is bugged and I actually have 6 health. But, you want to think of yourself as having 1 less health because you're going to have to damage tank at the end of the split right before a binge. So, you have to think, okay, I only have 5 health instead of 6 right here. But, like I said, that's still not that bad. If we can get out. Up here. You make it in front of this guy if you're fast. Yes, you can go off the bottom of these things. The bottom thing. You know, slam your face into any of those spikes. If I dream to him, then I wait a second, and then just so he's high enough to where I can like only pogo him, double jump once. Damage tank right there. You want to go left, right. And you're going to head right once. Then you're going to binge. And now, so a lot of this run is taking off Fluke, putting on Grim, taking off Grim, putting on Fluke. You just have to think, when you're taking off Fluke and putting on Grimchild, you want to do it on the way down, right? So, like, take it off, and then you're already, like, right there. Otherwise, if you're taking off Grim, putting on Fluke, and you start here, you don't want to, like, take off, put on, you know? So if you're taking off Fluke, or taking off Grim, go up here, take off Grim, put on Fluke. But if you're doing it the opposite, just do it on the way down. You swap Grim and Fluke like 5 times. So you're gonna head up here. And then I tried to Crystal Dash off there. And then I start a Crystal Dash, but then if I see an opportunity, I just kind of stop and like get your 3 hits. Sometimes one of them will double hit. Your health isn't super valuable right here. You can afford to take 1 or 2 hits to those flames. It's pretty rare I get hit in this room. And you're gonna save quit right after this room. I start a nail art right there, and then I always let go of it, because sometimes, like, when I used to drop in that room without the nail art, you would just fall and slam into the ground, like I couldn't dash yet. So I just start a nail art, and you can see it kind of charging, and I just let go, and it, like, doesn't make me slam into the ground. I can just dash. I don't know. I always do that now. I don't. Maybe you don't slam into the ground at all. I don't know. Not a big deal. Literally like 0.7 seconds to slam into the ground. Gotta get that grub. One fireball, like, I've never had it not work on 1-2-2-1, like, not once. So you can shoot the second fireball if you really want to. It doesn't, like, there's no downside because you have to wait for that door to open anyway. It's probably safer to shoot 2 fireballs just in case they don't kill. Oh, you're not supposed to dream gate. I'm stupid. That's just, I've done that in a run before. I did that in a PB before, I think. In like a recent. I had a lot of time to table this stupid split. Okay. That was the pillar right there. And so, after you get that pillar, save and quit. Do not dream gate. Head to the right once. And wrong way. You're gonna cancel it, immediately start charging your Cyclone. You want to hit both of them while breaking that wall. Now, according to Malignantev, it's like the same exact speed, according to him. Or either the same exact or like very, very close. Whether you want to dream gate here and then head inside, and then after the hive, you can save and quit and then just come from the tram. So coming from the tram and having to run all the way over to here and then go up after you get Hive Blood is like the same amount of time as like stopping to set this Dream Gate, apparently. And then Dream Gating after. I don't know. I didn't test the timing, but that's apparently what he said, and he did a bunch of different. That's about the same. So if you're worried about not having health, leaving the hive, which is not that hard to have full or next to full health, and get to the next spot where you like need to bench or whatever without like dying, it's actually pretty not that hard. Like every once in a while I'll be like low health, but almost never die in that spot. So that's why I still Dream Gate here, because it doesn't bother. But if you really want to, you can not set the Dream Gate, and then you'll save quit and you'll run over from the ground. But I set the Dream Gate. So what I do is I come in here, I hit both of these, fireball. That fireball also kills this guy, which gives you plenty of things to hit. Those bees will be randomly placed, so get your hits so that you have enough to fireball, and then hit them. I try to get a couple hits on this guy. The hive is super random, and just knowing like where the bees can be, that was really unfortunate that they all went upwards, but health is actually kind of scary in the hive until the mass shard. So when I said that health isn't that scary, I meant after the hive. In the hive, it's very scary. It's really easy to die in here, especially because you're going to do this Grim guy, and sometimes you have to take a, like, for time-wise, you have to take a hit to, like, get your fireballs on him and not waste too much time. And that's going to do 2 damage. So, like, these bees can just be super rude. Luckily, these guys only do 1 damage, though. And, Grim killing the little bees can actually like lag your game. I don't know if that's a me exclusive thing, but sometimes like when you press like a double jump as the Grimkin like, or the Grimchild kills something, it just eats your input and like actually happens to be like it just lags your game. I don't know if that's everybody. Happens to me all the time, especially in this next room. This next room is the #1 offender because it'll eat your double jump right here. So you want to cancel your C dash, start your this C dash like on the wall, like toward the upper half of this stick, I guess. Not like right. And then that double jump right there. For some reason, if I don't kill that little bee with that C dash like I just did, sometimes Grimkin will kill it. And then as I'm trying to double jump and it'll just eat my double jump, I'll fall all the way down. And then I'll have to go over there, try to start the C dash. These 2 little drill bees are like in my way, so I can't C dash off the wall. So I have to like kill them or like lure them away. So it's just. But if you don't have soul right here, cycle slash that wall. If you do have soul, you can fireball it if you want. And then you have to get this big bee right there. Don't get too close to him, because if you get too close, he immediately goes into like his little dash thing. You don't want him to do that yet. Unless you want to get really, really lucky and have him like try to dash you and he bounces off the floor and hits it. Like you can get really lucky. Sometimes I get too close to him on accident and I accidentally trigger that, and then I get really lucky and he breaks the wall. But ideally, you want to get just close enough to him to get his attention without having him dash you, so that you can lure him over here, get on the wall, and then have him break it. Like I said, your health is going to refill here. Which I actually think it takes a little bit longer for this to split if it doesn't have to refill your health, but it's negligible. I C dash from there. I know not everyone does. I just take these hits if they're in my way. But you do want to have 2/3. Okay, that's a lot of hits though. You want to have 2/3 soul because you're gonna fireball that one and then walk in here. And if you don't have a soul, like not having soul in here is huge because you're gonna have to cycle slash like 4 times. But make sure when you do this first fireball, don't do it from back here, because it'll only make it to like right past the edge of the screen. And then this one over here will not break. So make sure that when you do your fireball, do it from like right in front of this wall. Right after you fireball, you can crystal dash. There's no hive knight on this patch, thank God. And then get to this platform and crystal dash. Actually, I think I've tried this before, but I'm gonna try it again. No, you cannot crystal dash off this wall. I always wanted to like crystal dash off the wall so that I wouldn't have to run into this platform. Anyways, grab hive knight or hive blood, and then you can dream get out. I'll show you guys, like, you save to quit, it doesn't matter. Now you're just in the jam. So, I mean, worst case scenario, if you're really scared about dying, you could set the dream gate, and then if you like take a bunch of hits trying to leave the hive after you get the mass shard, you could just save quit anyway, and you'll however much time it took to place the dream gate, whatever. And so then you would end up right there. So this room, I normally tend to favor the left side because the right side can get a little hectic. But you just want to make your way up. You have to damage tank, it's not a big deal, like I said. Health's not super like tight in this section. You take hits here and there, but I'm gonna crisp bash off that little lip. These guys. And inventory drop right past there. And I just dash over. Whoa, that's not what I do. I dash over. Dash off there. Sometimes those bees can stop you and you'll take a hit. Not really sure why it happens. Sometimes it doesn't others. Again, this is a situation where make sure you actually broke the grub jar. I've lost runs thinking I broke that when I didn't. Okay, so you want to... I didn't talk about this the first time, but when you go past here, you can get a dash right above the acid, like that, and it saves time, and then you can get a dash on the other way like that. If you don't get it, not a huge deal. I go for it every time. Sometimes you just get sucked in the acid like that, and you make it under. How nice the game's feeling that day and how precise your inputs are. Get a free hit on him if you want. Okay, so hold on. This room is weird. This strat that I'm going to show you, I don't know if it's exactly what Axe does. I think it's the same. But it's just, it works for me like 65% of the time. And again, it's one of those where if it doesn't work, you just don't, like, you just lose a couple seconds. It's not like, it's not running or anything. But essentially, dash in, if you dash in here, and then dash and up slash and dash under him. And then as soon as you get on this platform, C-dash. And sometimes that first hopper, like I'll probably show you a couple times, but sometimes that first hopper, instead of you as you saw, he jumped up, I hit him, and then he went down and I went over. Sometimes you hit him and he pushes him forward, and then you hit again, and then you just get stopped. It's probably like how precise you were with your like jump into C-dash and the release of C-dash. But I've never been able to like consistently get it 100% of the time. I think I'm gonna get it every time in practice. Then I'm gonna do a run today and I'm gonna miss it. Set your dream gate there, and this part's super easy. Just C-dash, C-dash, and double jump. As soon as you land, C-dash, and you'll make it through there, and boom, you're at dash slash. Funny meme. Nailer. That's where the left button was. This is the only one where there's like a delay after the text to be able to press left because EO made it that way. I mean, to pay for it made it slightly different. Read through his text. Really feeling cool. Bow before you leave. So this is another one of those situations where take off Grimchild, put on Fluke. So instead of going all the way down to Grimchild, obviously you just go up, down. Now, come to the quick slash. So this strat is really cool, but it also is really finicky. I'll show you starting from here how I do it. If I mess it up, I'll say that I messed up, and then you shouldn't get hit. You shouldn't get hit from here to quick slash, but it's possible. It's also possible to get hit and still do the strat, and you'll just have one less health. This is one of the situations where if you have enough soul before Markoth, you're gonna use 3 flukes on Markoth, and if you have any extra soul, you can heal while waiting for the, like a lot of Dream Warriors like that, where you're waiting for them to like float down and not lose any time. But I'll show you the strat, and we'll see you over. Okay, everything up until the end went really well. But there's a part when you actually get that grub, it's kind of hard to do. I can't pause during it because I'm just gonna fall out of the rhythm on accident. Right, but like I'm gonna mess it up. But as you saw, when you get that grub, you dash through the spike little. You dash through there. You up slash the first hopper as you go under him, and hold nail because you're gonna hold for a dash slash. You're gonna go under him, jump up, shade cloak through the second one, jump up and dash slash, and immediately turn around and dash away because that's gonna make it to where if you like, I'll try to mess it up. I'll try to mess it up and show you what happens, like what's supposed to happen in that spot, if that makes sense. Here. Also, all the like the up slashes I was getting on these two, they were just for like extra soul. They're not like required or anything. Okay, so if you have to walk all the way over here, a second hopper spawns, and like it's not the end of the world, but they could just get in the way, and then you mess up that, and then you're all of a sudden down 2 health, and you have to get past all this, and it's just annoying. So the strat is just to make it to where a second hopper doesn't spawn right there. I'm joking. So that's what happens if you don't do the strat correctly. Like a second hopper spawns on both platforms, and it's kind of annoying. Being conveniently placed for a free hit is nice. But yeah, up slash, hold it, dash through him, dash slash, and then see right there, like a second hopper didn't spawn, but I got hit. Imagine making it. The second hopper didn't spawn, but oh my god, I can't do anything right and talk at the same time apparently. Supposed to happen in that room. Yeah, the second hopper doesn't spawn, but sometimes you're just a little bit too slow and you can take a hit right there and then it kind of snowballs. So, this will be the last time I do this, regardless of how well it goes, I guess. That's not the button I wanted. Quick slap. You can get him. Alright. Oh. So, when you come to this room, you want to be charging nail art. Going to iPhone slash these two, get a couple extra hits if you want. So you want to start Markoth on the right side, because his Dream Shield always starts on the left. So get your 2 flukes. Fortunately, not a lot hit right there. Okay, so if a situation like this happens and you're going to take a couple hits, try to end the fight with some soul, because you can, like I said, you can free heal after. There we go. There's a perfect one. There's a horrible one followed by a perfect one. Sometimes it just depends on where he floats away, but you want to try to make sure you hit as many of the first two flukes as you can. That's fine. That right there is fine. If he floats into you, just take the hit, turn around and fluke once. I don't have enough soul to heal, which is why in that previous split, it's nice to like get as much extra soul as you can, because if you can somehow enter this fight with 133, whatever, then you can heal once after the fight. But I don't have any soul, so I also just set the save state instead of loading up or whatever. So right here you want to use the same dream nail trick, and then you want to like let go as you're getting the essence. Obviously I'm just not pressing, I'm waiting, but yeah. Leave the room as you get the essence. Dash break. And then you want to C-dash out, and then I normally start my C-dash about a little bit under halfway, And that way I can do this, where you pogo him, jump up, dash, and dream nail. Oh, but I was a little bit too early. So you can start a first C-dash right here. You'll always go under him. I get a hit on him. And Shade Cloak back so that he doesn't hit me. And then if you just dash normally, your Shade Cloak, or Shade Cloak will come back right as he hops over to you. You don't really need that. Hit on him if you don't want to. Find it convenient. Also, I know my UI says that I'm down 3 health, but I'm really only down 1. But if you can get to I had to ruin my, well, now I actually am missing 3 health. Wasn't worth it. So one thing to note here is you're gonna open this door and then you're gonna place a dream gate. Do not open the door and then heal or look down. You can break the door and the door will only open like that much and then you just walk into it, you can't go through. So if that happens, you can just walk out of the room and come back, but it's just so you're gonna open this door, only look down to press dream gate, don't like do the look down. And then so what you're gonna do right here, honestly, if I was down 3 health, I would probably heal 3 times. And then you're gonna do this. And then you can probably, yeah, you can just get to, you want to be full soul though. That's important. Very important for this stupid fight. So you want to get to this spot with your Shade Cloak intact because you are going to dash and then dash again right here. And then there's a third dash, I'll show, like you'll see where I dash. It's just kind of a general area I try to dash. And what's going to happen is your third dash is going to be basically like right on top of him with Shade Cloak so that you scream skip. And then you're going to do 3 flukes, dream nail 3 flukes. That's going to take off so much of this 750 health. So we're going to go boop, boop, boop. And now he is at 92. Yeah, 92 health. So what I try to do is I try to dream gate this first jar. And then you're going to do... Oh, do not fluke. You cannot fluke for the rest of the fight. Do not hit him with a single fluke or you will break the fight in a soft lock. For some reason, I'm afraid that if I do it, I'm going to break it and then I'm going to have to like reload a save and that's going to be all annoying. I don't know if loading the save state's going to fix it. So just don't fluke. After those 6, you don't fluke it one more time. You can't do 7 flukes in this fight. It'll break the fight. So you have to finish the fight with D-Dart. Like that. But essentially, you'll know you messed up the fight if your nail hits on the collector just go through him and don't do anything. Like, you'll bounce off of him like you're hitting him, like you'll have the knockback, but you won't be doing any damage. And you can't hit him with spells, you can't hit him with fluke, can't hit him with anything. He just becomes invincible. You can't touch him. You'll know. You'll definitely realize something's wrong the first time you try to hit him with it. So yeah, dash, dash, dash. Sometimes you end up on the left side of him. Really weird. Now, at this moment, fight is over. You can heal and like keep dream nailing him. So like right here, you could like heal, dream nail, heal, heal, and like in the fight with full soul and full health. It just depends on how safe you want to be going into the rest of the section, going to Watcher Knights. Which there's opportunities to heal before them as well. really wanted to, so it's not like you have to do Watch Nights with the health that you end this fight with. I think the full soul is slightly more important than having 100% full health. What health is he at? 68. That's perfect. If he does that, if he doesn't attack, instead of, if sometimes he just does a jump and then goes straight to the ceiling, and you can't hit him with like a full D-Dark, then you just have to wait for him to throw another jar down, blah, blah, blah. But if he does like an attack and you hit him with like part of one D-Dark and then you can immediately throw another one, you can kill him before he jumps back in the ceiling. So this would be perfect because you could just do this. This is probably what I would do. I would heal once. Well, actually, I would wait until, like, I wouldn't heal yet. I would do all this, and then now I would heal, because you have all this free time right here. And I can get a Dream Gate, or Dream Nail later for basically free, and I have Dream Builder, so it's really fast. Yeah. Oops. Now you have all but 3 grubs. Surge off that is always fun. So as soon as you come here, start charging your dash slash, and then you're gonna dash slash through that wall. And this is where I get my free Dream Nail. Sometimes they actually stack and you get like whatever 132 soul from hitting both. It's super nice. Also, I meant to end that dash. There, come up here. This guy takes 2 flukes. Get him out of your way so you can ski dash. I mean, yeah, ski dash. Alright, and then here you are going to place your Dream Gate. And after you call the elevator, obviously. And health isn't super important. Ow. Okay, if you ever get lost in this room, I've covered this room pretty extensively in my other 2 guides, but essentially the room is like flat ground with one pretty wide platform right here and then the hole at the top. What I try to do is dash over, grab the left side of the wall, then jump off. Right. Or no, I think I dash over, grab the right side of the wall, and jump off. Whatever. There's a little gap right here. So go down, come back up, and then after one dash, keep holding right, jump once, you'll land on this platform, and you can jump straight up. Unfortunately, he hit me with the stupid spear, so I can't do that. If you ever get lost in this room, just know the easiest way to get out is, it's really unfortunate if one of those guys comes into the dark room, and then they're like bumping into you, and you don't really know which way you got knocked, and it's really annoying. But, worst case scenario, or like, not worst case, if you get lost in this room, you don't really know where you are, walk all the way over to the right wall, jump left once, let go left, jump once. You're out. So now, dash this way, hold nail, and you want to wait for him to get a little away from the wall so you can do this. Now, if you're not too comfortable with doing the Watcher Nights yet, it's fine. You're not going to do the chandelier. I know everyone's like, oh, there's a chandelier there. It's slower to do the chandelier because of what you're going to see me do the Watcher Nights. So, you want to start the fight with full soul. If you really, really want to, you can do this. Boom. If you don't have... Okay, so, but also... If you had, when I say you want to start the fight with full soul, you want to start with this one full, because you can Dream Nail the first one as he spawns, and you'll fill those 2. So as long as you have this one full, you're fine. So anyways, let me do this. Alright, so as this one spawns, free Dream Nail, and then floop. You're dead. So then you're going to dream nail him. Floop, floop. You don't have time to dream nail this one. Floop. I did this all messed up. I forgot I was supposed to dream nail one of them twice. Let me show that again. Sorry. You need the soul. Go ahead and dream nail. Then you want to get this dream nail as early as possible because you want to get 2. Here, fortunately, some of that missed. It's fine. Oh, he's really rude. Sometimes that first one won't, or the one that's like rolling away from me, won't roll right there. That's preferable. There we go. There's a perfect fight. Now, I do it that way. I get, like, that second to last Watch Night, you don't... Oh, no, sorry, the last Watch Night. You don't have to get 2 Dream Nails if you don't want. Then you end up with 33 soul after the fight, and you're going to do... White Defender like right after this, and I don't like being low on soul, so I would just rather. So, I got heat storage off the chest. One thing about the chest that a lot of people don't realize is there's a lot of like space in the corners for the Geo to hide. So make sure whenever you like go in, go like that and like clear out both corners. Not as important in this category, way more important in like 80% for example, but still nice like to always clear out the corners. There could be a lot hiding in there. You you have to get, like, I know some categories like, oh, get it before or after Lurian. You have to get it after or before Lurian in this category because you're gonna Dream Gate, and you're not gonna be able to get it on the way down. Get it before. Yep. We'll probably go until the start of Colo. Right at the 2-hour mark. So then you're going to jump over, hit that elevator, and then C-dash over. Always fun. And then I start a Cyclone Slash right here, and just, like, if you can't hit both, not a huge deal. Pretty easy to get soul against White Defender, but make sure, so I always try to talk to him from the left side, because if you try to talk to him from the right side, you could accidentally look at the statue, and there's like a whole long 10-second cutscene that plays. It's annoying, so I always talk to him on the left side just to be safe.
Velmi Ardred. Helma Delkin.
Sell your 2 relics. You're gonna go to the left. Here. If you sent this elevator down at the very beginning of the game, the first time you came to City of Tears, it won't be here, but I'd never send it back up, so...
Ah, Ranjo Stenja. Jonsha. Garada. Vendasu. Jonsha. Garada. Vendasu. Jonsha. Garada.
And after your 3, that's 3, right? After your 3 nail upgrades, you're gonna do to get out. You can C-dash out of there if you want. I don't know if it's faster. Then we come to the super fun White Defenders. Alright. Let's do it. This fight is obnoxious, and I'm not a fan. But the whole fight is just land as many flukes as you can and get Scream Skip. And Scream Skip sometimes, so the way that Scream Skip works is most of the time you want to Shade Cloak, like have Shade Cloak up, dash into him as he starts to scream, which means you need to know when you cross the threshold of him going into the second phase, which is like 500 health left. But sometimes what will happen is you'll know he's about to scream. You have your Shade Cloak up. You're right next to him. You dash. He does a little stupid dash back. And so you've used your Shade Cloak. You're now standing in front of him. You don't have Shade Cloak anymore. And then he screams over here. So even if you dash again, you didn't have Shade Cloak, so you can't get into like the inside of his hitbox for him to interrupt your dash with the scream, so you can't get it. And there's just nothing you can do. Sometimes that dash back just screws you. It's pretty important too. It can save a lot of time. Like, I don't know, upwards of like 10, 12 seconds. Whenever he goes into the ground, I try to get green nails on him sometimes. I did not think I did that much damage to him. That's the fight. So if you get the Scream Skip, then you could just nail fluke, nail fluke, nail fluke, and do all of that damage and basically kill him sometimes before the scream's even over, and that's like perfect. But sometimes like I haven't done this fight in a while, so I'm a little rusty on like knowing when I've done enough damage. I kind of felt like I had, but I wasn't sure. Okay, I've done enough damage. It's gonna scream. Ah, I missed it. That was 1000% my fault. Sometimes you just miss it. Really close to dying. Yeah, that one, it was too easy, honestly. I was standing there and I knew it was coming and I was like, alright, he's gonna scream right now. And I just dashed early, I don't know. You don't get a lot of golden opportunities like that. He's gonna scream, but I can't get over there. Yep. That little ball bouncing hit me, really screwed me. Trying to get all Scream Skips just so I can show you, but I mean, you kind of get the idea of what it is and like what you're supposed to do. Just nail fluke, nail fluke, nail fluke. Pump as much damage as you can. gonna scream as soon as he's done with this. Damn it! And then I get hit anyway. As you can see, damage or health isn't that because like you have a lot of damage to do. Like you can do a lot of damage, you know what I mean? But so like your health isn't huge. I think I might have died on this fight once ever. One thing to note, if he ever throws 3 balls, he's going into this 100%. He's going to bounce around. If he does only 2, then he's going to go into the ground, but he only goes in for 1 little dolphin dive, and he comes right back up. So that's why you see me, like, as he does his little dolphin dive thing, he doesn't, like, dolphin dive and then go to the ground and stay in the ground in the first phase, like Dung Defender. Only White Defender, only Dung Defender does that. White Defender comes right back up. He only comes out for, like, 1 second. So I normally just jump over and then turn around and just start doing damage. Try to go for Dream Nail ended Scream Skip, which is kind of difficult. I'm pretty sure he always does the same amount of those in the second phase for the first time before he stays on up top. I think it's like 6 or 7. I always know it's ending, so I don't really count. I just have like a feel for how many times. I think it's maybe 6. I don't know. I'm so stupid. When he does the two and he goes to the ground, he's gonna stay under and then he's gonna pop up. When he just does the normal, like without throwing the balls, I'm sorry, I messed up earlier. When he doesn't throw the balls first and he just goes to the ground, he's gonna come right back up. That's what I meant. So he did the 3 balls, so he's gonna go into the little ball. I don't think I've done enough damage for a scream. I didn't think so. I'll dash into him like an idiot. Now I've done enough damage. Oh, have I not? Oh, I haven't. That's... Actually, I think I had. Because he's at 341 right now. That's not 1 nail hit and 1 fluke. I just broke it. Oh, 11? Oh, I kind of broke it and kind of didn't, so. This will be the last time I fight him, just so I can show you. You're right there, he just dolphin dives once because he didn't do anything with the balls first. What? Why am I taking double damage? I broke something with the save state, I think. Let's hope we don't die here. So as soon as he's dead, start a Dream Gate. Dream Gate out. You're allowed to just leave. And then you Dream Gate again. Oh, also want to, I meant to do it, or I meant to say it. Want to, as you Dream Gate here, just up slash and bring the elevator back down, because you're going to use that same trick later where you use it to C-dash over. Ring the bell ASAP, and place your Dream Gate. And my lovely life split here says we're in the shopping split, so shopping 3D, 3 down. Now this is where you have to kind of do a little bit of memorization of what to do. It took me a while to get used to this split. This split was always super weird to me, and I would always like lose time for no reason. So you come up here, you bench next to Britta, and then I always forget to go up first. Go up, take out these two, go down, Dash Master and Soul Twister, or if you really wanted to, you could like do this. Whoops. Up to you. Just put on those two. Make sure you put on those two. Later you're gonna take off Dash Master and then come down, put on Soul Eater, and put on. Oh no, you're gonna. Sorry, you're gonna take off Dash Master, come down, put on Nail Master's Glory, then come up, put on Soul Eater. But that's later. So now you have Dash Master. Careful with your down dashes. You're gonna walk over. You're gonna buy a compass. 2 hours in. Spam escape. Out. Grab this Mass Shard. And then you want to hold nail because you're going to do that so you don't hard fall. Crystal Dash. Now I started Crystal Dash here just to see if I can get. Sometimes you get lucky and you get past these guys. This is not one. Careful there, but if you do get interrupted by them, unfortunately, you could try to like pogo dash and then you forget you have Dash Master on. You pogo down dash, get hit again. You're not used to the down dash. We are going to speed up time here because it takes forever. We'll have. Wait, other way. This is your bathroom break, by the way. As long as you come back within like the first like minute, then you could like grab all the rewards still. I wonder if this breaks any of like the geo, like maybe some of the geo will like not spawn or something because the time scales too fast. I don't know. Like a video on YouTube that has like hundreds of thousands of views of just somebody getting all the grub rewards at the same time. It's like, it's literally every 106 and 112 run. We're not gonna waste time coming all the way to Grubfather if we're not gonna like get all of it. I just found that funny. There we go. So then after you get Grubifies Elegy, this is how you'll know if you missed any grubs during the run. I have grubs in my splits so that I know. They put out. Back to Dirtmouth. Where are you going? Go left. Dash once, press up. Dash over to Sly. Feeling nice, you can bow back to him. And you're gonna buy almost everything, but basically off the start you're just gonna spam like confirm over and over and over. The first like 10. The only thing you're not buying is the simple key and the rancid egg at the bottom, so buy everything else. There we go. back to here. Why does that seem wrong? Why would you not? Am I dumb? Why would you not Dreamgate from Sly's hut to back to here's? Hold on. First, let me make sure I Dreamgated, or see if I Dreamgated in my PP, and then let me see if Axe did it in the world record. Maybe I'm dumb. Chance I'm dumb. I just never thought about it. Sorry for this, hold on. Curious if I've been doing something wrong this whole time? Okay, we're not on the pure nail split. Okay, that's why I was really... Okay, I was so confused. Yes, we are not on the pure nail... This thing is lit up on my screen, so I... Oh my god, I'm so... Anyways, we are going to get the Awoken Dream Nail, which is Wokedian 2U, which means we go up 2. I was so confused. I was like, why would we not Dreamgate back to City of Tears if we're going to get pure nail, but we're not going to get... Anyways, just had an actual brain meltdown for a second. If you, when you Dreamgated away from White Defender, if you noticed that you were below 2400, then just hit this up real quick. If you need 2, grab this one and grab this one, and you're good. But normally you should be fine. Now, this is hugely important. You have to make sure to send the Seer away after you get, like, I know Scurry switched to splitting at the Seer Ascend instead of the Woken Dream Nail, because, like, the split happens, and you're like, oh, I got the Woken Dream Nail, and then you go to leave. But you can't leave yet, because, obviously, like, you haven't sent her away yet, and that's part of, there's a percentage. So, this is how a lot of people get 105 the first time. Make sure you send her away. Come down here, charge your Cyclone Slash. Give me 3 hits on him. And then I Cyclone Slash this wall. And I hit this twice. Because you're going to break it here in a second. Charge Cyclone Slash again. And then Howling Wraiths. Grab this. I think there's a slightly faster way to do this. The Axe says it, but that's just the way I do it. It's like maybe 2 seconds slower. And hit those 2. Make sure you get this Geo. At least most of it. Here we have the Flower Quest, which is not as scary as it seems. If you've only done it casually and you like messed it up a bunch of time, it's not that bad in the run. Just a few spooky spots to watch out for. Oh. Since you already, unless you benched in there, which you shouldn't have, you killed this guy over to the left already, so he's dead. He stays dead. Do not C-dash right here, because you'll C-dash. You will actually hit the lever, and then you'll slam into this wall right here, and then you'll go all the way down the elevator, and it's annoying. So don't C-dash. And then you want to jump on this wall. I've been hit here once, and it was very upsetting. But most of the time it doesn't hit you. I might have like messed up my height on the wall or something along those lines, but 99% of the time you don't get hit. Say your goodbyes in your head to Quirrell. Then you're gonna buy everything but the last 2 charm notches here. And you want to make sure when you do buy that, you have at least 200 Geo. Or, I'm sorry, not 200. At least 100 Geo. Because you are going to go to the Coliseum and need 100 to start the first Coliseum. And there's been times where I bought that last charm notch, and I only had like 15 geo or something. And then by the time I got to Coliseum, I didn't notice that I wasn't at 100. If you're not at 100, you can gather some in this split. All right, so this is important. There's gonna be. I tried to. That was rude. Try to pause at a better spot. There we go. Okay, so you're gonna cancel your C dash, double jump, and your eyeball on the wall has to be above this line. So there are these two, like these two right here, right? Bump, bump. It has to be above the middle of that on this bump, but it can't be too high because you'll slam into the top. So that's perfect. That's exactly where you want it. That's absolutely perfect because you want to make it under here and above the platform that's over here to the left, like that. And then you can stop early. Get close through him. If you miss that C dash, you could just dash over. Make sure you shade cloak through them. Like, it's just like the fastest way to do it for me. I don't waste my time, or I don't bother C dashing here. I just dash over. You wanna shade soul, dash over, end it early, shade soul. Make sure not to let them explode on you. This is cool because you can actually slide down that wall right there. And if you're on that wall, this guy doesn't hit you. Watch. Pretty nice. If you're low on Geo, make sure to grab the Geo from that bench fight you killed. Him. Now, this is a room where you gotta stop your C dash at the right spot. I almost stopped it late. Okay, this room is done differently by everybody. I will show you how I do it. There are other ways to do it. This is just the way that's been successful for me every time. So, I'm gonna walk off this platform, dash against the wall, inventory drop, walk off to the left, inventory drop, and there you go. All you gotta do. That's the easiest way for me. Other people have different ways of doing it. That's just the way I've always done it. Make sure you don't dash into any of those jellyfish. It can be annoying. I cut that a little close. Alright, make sure to end the C dash before you hit this little mossy guy in the air. Boop. And then, like I said, those spikes don't hurt you on this patch, thank God. End your C dash early to the fireball this guy. That's why you need that lever broken or flipped right there. Alright, now, the way I do this room is I walk to the very edge of this platform and dash. So, boop. And then dash, dash, dash. Pretty easy. It's not that bad. Once you know the route, it's pretty simple. Not that much. Put it out of here. Okay, now, Axe, and I think Monster, and I think Zeph as well. I'm pretty sure they changed their charms right here. I like to do it in King Station. I don't think there's much of a difference. So if you want, you can save quit in. What I do is I spam Dream Nail right here so that I can like walk immediately. Walk over to the left, go in the room. You can sit on that bench and change the charm. Well, with the way I do it, sometimes that happens. Not a big deal. But the way I do it is I do it after this. That's why I don't put my little full split on the combined sum of best, because I know that like we all change charms at different times. We're gonna drink it out. ring the bell, and then this is where you're gonna take off Dash Master, put on Now Master's Glory, and put on Soul Eater. For some reason I thought Soul Eater was right. Not, that's right. So yeah, now that you have your 4 charms on, I'm strictly gonna show you how to do Overcharm Coliseum because that's the only way I know how. I never did that. I don't remember if I did an Overcharmed Call when I first started, but I just like, oh, maybe I did. I don't remember, but I don't remember how I did it. I've been doing Overcharmed Coliseum with these 4 charms for so long. I'm pretty sure if you don't Overcharm, you just replace Soul Eater with Soul Catcher, and you can probably do 90% to 95% of the same things that I'm going to do. Just Soul Eater gives you a lot of soul leniency, so it's really nice. With Soul Twister, or I'm sorry, Soul Eater plus Spell Twister, it's really close. You almost get 1 nail hit per spell. It's so nice. I think you get like 21 or 22 soul, and spells with Spell Eater or Spell Twister costs 24. Really, like, maybe those numbers are wrong, but. And your health on the way to Coliseum doesn't matter that much. Like sometimes I'll take a hit. Oh, I didn't mean. Oh, okay. So hold on. There's a couple things I want to talk about first. Sometimes I'll take a hit on the way to Coliseum. The end of Coliseum 1 heals you because you get a Charm Notch. So it's like, I mean, it's really fast. It's like 2 minutes. My PB was what? A little under 3 minutes. It's not that hard to get through Coliseum 1 without dying, even Overcharmed, so I never waste time healing. So, okay, right here, you're going to double jump and dash this little pebble thing, whatever, shell is right there. You're going to dash into that. Sorry, I messed up. There we go. Right here, see dash over, and then I stop, get a hit on him. Kill these 2 for the soul. You should have full soul meter and then the one build, so 133, 138, whatever. And now we're at little full. You go through his higher dialogue. And you now have Coliseum 1 open. Yay! And that's where we are going to stop for today. So, I'm pretty sure the next guide, this will probably be 4 parts. I think that second one was really short. This one ended up being an hour 45, and then the 4th one will probably be everything from the Coliseum White Palace, Nightmare King Grim, the Void Heart stuff, and All Night Radiance. Not that hard. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Get it. Don't know when I'll record part 4, but try to get out as soon as I can. I know part 2 is rendering on YouTube right now, so have a good one.